Hello, let's talk about what to expect at back to school night. One of the biggest things that we're going to do when you're at back to school night is we're going to meet the child's teacher. So for elementary, that looks like going to the elementary wing starting at 6 p.m., finding your student's classroom or classrooms and meeting those teachers and getting to know them and asking questions. Teachers will have a handout for you. They'll show you where your locker is. It's a fun experience, and also you'll get to meet some of your classmates and see your desk and all of that. So it's really fun. Come anytime between 6 and probably 6:30, 6:45. We're gonna wrap that up at 7. So the window to go to the classroom building is 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Please do not come early. We feel terrible when you stand outside in the heat and we don't open the gate. We don't want that to be the case. There's no rush. It's going to be fine, but we're not going to open the doors and the gates until 6 p.m. So feel free to come at 6:15, 6:20. If you only have one or two children, it won't take you a full hour to go from class to class. After that's over, you'll head to the gym, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities down there. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute, but first I'm going to talk about upper school Meet the Teacher. So upper school is on Thursday, this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. as well, but we will start in the gym, not in the classroom. So on Tuesday night, go to the classroom at 6. On Thursday night, go to the gym at 6 if you have 6th through 12th grade students. We will have a very short meeting just to explain what's about to happen. And then the students will be divided by class. They will go with the teacher to the classroom. Parents are welcome to join them as well. So then you will follow your child's actual schedule for the day. But instead of a full period, each class will only be 5 minutes. This will allow you to meet each teacher, to learn about the class, and very importantly, to help new students figure out and navigate the campus and know where they need to go. When you go to that first class, we're going to put you with people, you're going to be with people who are going to have very similar schedules as you. So the returning students in that class will most likely know where to go, and you can kind of follow them. We'll also have maps available to help you go from class to class. Once that tour of the classrooms is over, it'll take about an hour by our estimation. You'll head back to the gym. All right, so now everyone has finished meeting the teachers or touring the classrooms, and you're going back to the gym. We will have opportunities for you all throughout the gym. This will start on Tuesday at 6:30. We will open up the gym. Before that, it will be locked. And on Thursday, we'll open the gym around 7 and have these tables ready to go. So here are the tables that you can go to just so that you know what to expect. PTA will have a table. They will have information available to parents who are interested in getting more involved or volunteering at the school. There will be a sign up and more information from PTA at their table. There will also be a table selling used uniforms. This will be a first come, first served basis based on what we have in inventory right now. You can purchase things at a reduced cost and also maybe try on some different things and see what sizes are best for your child. Next, there will be a table for the carpool pickup numbers. Now, it is very important that you understand how this works. I will have a whole separate video just on carpool, but you have to pick up a number if you are a new family who has a student in kindergarten through 8th grade. High school students don't need numbers, but if you have a child in kindergarten through 8th, you definitely need to have at least one, probably multiple pickup numbers. You can get as many as you need for family members who might pick up and whatnot. Anyone who picks up your child has to have a number. If you are returning from last year, you were here at the school in 2023, 2024, you had a car pickup number, that number is still valid, and you don't need to go to the table unless you need extra numbers, and we will have them available. If you are a family who is returning, who may have been at LCS in a previous year, but not this year, do not reuse your pickup numbers. Come to the table and get a new number. You will not have the same number that you had before. Lastly, if your youngest child in school is going from 8th grade to 9th grade, remember, you don't need that number anymore. It is going to be reassigned to someone else. So you can turn those numbers back into the school or just destroy them, but we'll talk about that in the carpool video. Another table that will be there each of the back to school nights in the gym are tables selling the Thursday t-shirts or the crew cut sweatshirts for this year. Just a reminder, on Thursdays, students can wear any LCS t-shirt. We produce and sell a new t-shirt each year that you can purchase, but you can wear any old t-shirt from LCS from prior years, or you can wear t-shirts that are not specifically Thursday shirts. Maybe it's an athletic shirt, maybe it's a theater shirt, maybe it's a PTA shirt. There's lots of different types of t-shirts. Any of them will work. But if you want to purchase this year's Thursday shirt, we will have them for sale at the back to school night. The sweatshirts are a little bit different. They can be worn on Thursday as a Thursday t-shirt. They can also be worn every day at school as outerwear, meaning the child has to have the polo on underneath their sweatshirt. The ones that are allowed this year is the sweatshirt that is being sold in the gym at back to school night this year, the 2024-2025 crew cut sweatshirt, and the sweatshirt from last year. So those are the two that are available. If you have one of the sweatshirts from the 2022-2023 school year, 2 years ago, that one cannot be worn except for on Thursdays for a Thursday shirt. Only the other two are acceptable dress code this year. So you can choose to purchase this year's or just wear last year's, or you can do both. But every 2 years, you're gonna wanna get a new sweatshirt at least. All right, also we will have athletics merch and QR codes for you to sign up for GroupMes. If you're not already a part of a sports GroupMe and your child wants to play, there'll be QR codes at the athletics table for you to sign up. The last table that we will have in the gym is the yearbook table. If you were a student at LCS last year and you ordered a yearbook, it will be available for you to pick up. If you were a student here last year and you didn't order a yearbook, there will be a limited supply available if you want to purchase one, but when they're gone, they're gone. All right, 2 other things to know about back to school nights and we'll be done. One is school supplies. You may have already dropped off your school supplies at the early drop-off date, or maybe you haven't. You can bring those to back to school night and take them to your classroom if you're an elementary student, or to your locker if you are a 6th through 12th grade student. Lockers will also be available for you to access on back to school night. When you get your schedule, it will have your locker number on it. And so locker numbers will also be posted in the hallway. You can find your name and find your locker. So you can feel free to move everything in that night at back to school night and be ready for the start of the school year. Lastly, for upper school, schedules will be available at back to school night. We will have them printed for you. At that time, they will also be available to view on fax. So if you don't make it to the back to school night for some reason, you can go on the Fax Family Portal and view your child's schedule. You can ask any questions about the schedule to Mrs. Brewer. And then with the elementary, you will find out your class assignments at back to school night. We are in the process of putting students in classes now and figuring all that out. So if you access fax early, you may or may not be able to see that, but it also may not be finalized. Just know, as new students are added or as changes or requests are processed, sometimes that means we move students around just to even things out or to comply with teacher requests or parent requests. So nothing is finalized until it's told to you at back to school night. If you have questions about elementary classes, you can talk to Mr. Ambrose. I hope this helped you know what to expect at back to school night. We look forward to seeing you there.